Oh. No, no, no. Jesus. Seriously? And the tent I spawned at is gone. Hi, Wilfred. Hopefully I have some tents on me. Thank God. Excuse me, Wilfred. Now that my hunting area is completely ruined. Well, hello and welcome to the channel. And for today's video, I thought I would come pay a visit to the Hunter Called Wild, seeing as the hotfix just came out to fix some stuff. Apparently not everything. So one of the issues I see right now is the fact that there were a ton of bugs reported. And the hotfix we've waited 3 weeks for addresses very few of them. How does this happen? At least I had tents on me, and that's kind of the thing right now. You have to remember to have tents on you anytime you log out of the game, and you need to make sure you log out of the game in an area where you're not planning on hunting next time. Because let's say I wanted a grizzly bear, I had to put a new tent down, which means anything in a given range has been spooked. And the thing is it's supposed to be related to multiplayer. Now, yes, the last time I was on Yukon was a multiplayer match that I hosted, but it was not the last map I played on. The last map I played on was actually Virunga Savannah. And so it's kind of weird the fact that I actually have to come back. Are you seriously, Wilson? Yes, I see you. Stop pushing me around. All right, let's see. What else is there? So during the introduction of the dog DLC, content creators were making a bit of a report that there was an issue with the rendering system, and this issue was still present in the final bit that went out to the public, and that had to do with the backpack. So let's see. Where's my shadow? Yep, rendering issue is still there. So if you don't know this, in first player mode, you have no body. The game doesn't render you, but for some reason when bringing the dog in, they had to adjust something about how the engine renders characters. Something to do with multiplayer. It seems like they're using some form of like how the engine handles multiplayer is how they're handling the dog. Which means that even though you have no body, hey look, there's the waistband to the backpack. Even though I have no waist, there's the backpack shadow. If I crouch and I whip around real quick, like let me put my stuff away, you can actually see this backpack strap come up, and it's very annoying, very weird. But yeah, so that's still a problem. Yeah, so just keep in mind, these are all issues that were not issues prior to the dog DLC update. Now, of course, the way the game works, even if you didn't buy the DLC, you are going to be affected by these. Now, I don't know, actually, you know what? I'm kind of curious now. Is it the dog? Can I thank you? How many times do I have to click that? So let me put the backpack back on, actually, and let's put the dog away. So the dog is gone now. Nope. So it is a permanent thing they've changed about how things are rendered. All right, the codecs, that should be fixed, right? Hey, look at that. I mean, unfortunately, any harvest you got that affected it, it's permanent. You had a permanent change on that. So what would now with the moose be 16 diamonds have now morphed themselves into 22 diamonds. Hey, look at me. I got 6 without trying. And Lord knows how many silvers ended up being gold. I honestly wasn't keeping track, and I didn't realize that that was going to be a permanent problem. I knew they said it was, but until the Steam news release, I didn't know that was going to be a permanent thing. I actually wasn't fully aware of what was going on here. I thought it was just a misread on the display, not actual data being stored. So by that point, I had already kind of screwed up my statistics. All right, so the tent's going away. It's not game breaking. And as long as you follow the rules of always keeping a tent on you, never logging off in an area where you plan on hunting next, you know, as long as you can think that far ahead. I only say that because The fact that I went to another map and came back and it still occurred means that anytime I sign off of a map, if I'm near a tent, I'm trying to think now, since the release, what have I hunted where I may have signed off near a tent and I'm gonna have to worry about going back to? I don't even know. I'm gonna have to review my own videos to find out. I need a gold animal. Yukon is probably not the best place for it, but you know what? I need one. Let's see what I have on me. I've got the 4570, so let's do this. Let's grab the 300. Oh, wait, that's another one. Hang on, this wasn't listed in the bug fixes early either. Ammo. They didn't fix the effective range. The 300 canning only has an effective range of 12 yards. I'm at a loss. I need a grizzly bear. I need a gold grizzly bear, so we're gonna set the time nice and early. I can't remember how to work the dog. No, that's my mod. How do I make you do stuff? It's B. Games never have consistent controls, except for certain first-person shooters. Alright, Wilfred, if you see a grizzly, say nothing. Oh, 5 medium grizzly, 61 scoring. That could make gold. Let's try it, huh? Now, granted, that was a 200-yard shot, and if you were to believe the paperwork on this particular rifle, that is way too far. It only has an effective range of 12 yards, but I'm going to trust my gut that the actual effective range on this rifle is 164 yards. All right, let's go see what we got there. I only just realized I had the game volume turned down. Hopefully I had some music going or something. God, you make so much noise running up, I honestly thought I was about to die. I only want to be sneaky just in case, because I'm starting to think a 5 isn't going to make gold. But in all reality, I mean, I've taken a screenshot of my old scoring before taking that shot, so hopefully no matter what I get, I can... Oh! No. Jesus. Oh my God, why? All I wanted to do was kill you for bug tests. That does not, no. Attack, not okay. What were you? That was a 2 minor female. Alright, so a bronze rating. At least the 300 did its job, even though at 24 yards I was well beyond its effective range. I'm gonna keep making that joke. So being a bronze animal, if I go to my profile now, 1966, or no, what was it? 1156. Now it reads 1157. All right, well, for bronze, it seems to work. All right, let's get on this track of the 5, who will hopefully be a silver or gold. I'm thinking silver. So if I remember correctly, my grizzly weren't doing so hot in that regard. And he is a silver, 5810, 5 medium. Made it through for a lung. And 1967, yep, that works. I got 1 extra silver. I still would like to find a gold to test it with, but I may not get that lucky. Again, I don't have the best of luck with my grizzly bear. Oh, you know what would be a good thing to find? A moose. There's another bug that I have experienced with moose. I want to try and test, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that opportunity today. It's not a common bug, I don't think. So it's probably, given what I've already seen, it's probably not been addressed. They addressed the well-publicized bugs, but not all the bugs that were created with the DLC, and they took 3 weeks to do it, instead of just putting those 3 weeks into the initial development time to where there wouldn't need to be a hotfix, because it would have just been fixed with the game's initial update. That's a big bear. Where is this bear? 1215? That's a big bear, right? Do I have anything for hunting bear? No, it almost looks like I was last. Oh wait, yes I do. I think I was set up to go to Layton last. So I have vocalized my thoughts and opinions on the whole Call of the Wild versus bugs situation, usually during live streams when asked. But for those who don't attend the live streams, which is a majority of you, first of all, they happen every Saturday night, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. U.S. Central Time. Shameless plug, but there it is. This is getting ridiculous. Now, granted, you're going to have your Call the Wild fanboys who are diehard fans, and there's nothing wrong with, having a great love for a game you enjoy, or whatever aspect of this it is, or maybe you're a big YouTuber and you don't want to bite the hand that feeds because you've built your channel around them. But there has to be a point when you kind of look at this and go, what on God's green earth is going on? The amount of bugs going on in this game are unacceptable. Not because they make the game unplayable, but simply because the product that you were paying for is not what you were getting. I have seen comparisons to Cyberpunk's release that, well, it can't be that bad, it's not as bad as Cyberpunk. Okay, that may be true, that may not be true. I don't know. I don't play Cyberpunk. But I could tell you one thing, Cyberpunk hasn't been out for 3 years. The fact is that an early access piece of software is expected to have growing pains during the development process. There is expected to be bugs and issues while they're trying to figure things out. But it's been 3 years. I've also seen that sometimes the excuse is given that if we were simply explained the challenges the developers face when coming up with these, that we would be more understanding. Well, I have some background in software development, and as none of them are video games, but I have worked on user interfaces and things like that, I could understand that there may be a lot of difficulty coming from simply the Apex engine. It is a limited engine. It is not very well performing, and it doesn't have a huge ecosystem built around it. You take something like Unreal. Your resources from a developer standpoint for an engine like Unreal or Unity or even CryEngine are massive. Unreal alone, there's probably tens of thousands of developers that have built something on that engine. And if you run across any issues, it's fairly simple to Google it, join a forum. There's somebody to ask, hey, my deer won't stop spinning around in circles and doing the cha-cha. Have you ever experienced this? Can you help me fix it? Someone will have either had that issue or a similar issue, and there'll be someone to work with. With Apex, you don't have that option. I mean, currently in development, there are 3 games on Apex 3.0 that people are aware of. You have The Hunter Call of the Wild, Second Extinction, Generation Zero. There have been more, but they're either no longer with supported development teams, or they're outdated, or they're out-of-house development teams. So with Avalanche's insistence on keeping everything in-house with their subsidiaries like Systemic Reactions and Expansive Worlds, kind of shot themselves in the foot with that one. So I understand that there are challenges, but here's the thing. That excuse of understanding the challenges making it acceptable is a bit like me going to the dealership and buying a new truck, a beautiful truck. I'm a Dodge guy, so it's a Ram. And I get in my truck after handing over cash money to get my title in hand, which isn't the way it works. You get the title later down the road, besides the point. Driving off that lot, making it out to the street, stopping at a red light, and it dies. And I turn the key and nothing happens. And when I go back to the dealership, instead of, yes sir, we'll fix it, or heck, let's just swap it out with another one on the lot, or we're sorry about that, or here's your money back, or anything like that, when I'm going, why doesn't my brand new truck work the way it's supposed to, I'm being told, oh, maybe we'll fix it next week. And then a week later, maybe next week. And then when I'm still not happy with that, it's, well, here's an automotive engineer to explain to you the challenges faced when designing that particular pickup truck. I don't care. And as a player, I would think that most players don't care about the challenges faced during development. If they did, they would probably be developers and just make their own damn game. If I honestly cared about the challenges faced by a developer, why would I pay a developer to develop the game? And that's what's happening here. We're paying money for a product, and that product is coming out subpar. And again, I fall back on the whole, well, at least it's not as bad as Cyberpunk. Well, yeah, but Cyberpunk hasn't been out 3 years. And Expansive Worlds, I kind of wonder, with a company so set on meeting deadlines that they will push a product out before it's ready, what deadline do they set for being able to release an update without the game shitting the bed? If this comes off a bit harsh for you, I'm sorry that you find it a bit harsh. Honestly, I think I'm being rather polite. Because for me, I've given these guys almost $120. I don't know if you're up to speed on what a modern AAA title costs, but $120 for a video game is a decent chunk. I've played this game since Well, I think I got it about a month or two after its initial release back in 2017. I found it amazing what they could do with the Apex engine. It was, at the time, one of the best looking games on the market, and the level of immersion is there. And I want to make something very clear. I do not believe that it is the hands-on developer fault. And when I say a hands-on developer, I'm referring to the guy doing map design, the audio engineering, the character animation, the character models. When you look at some of this stuff and the detail involved, there is a clear level of pride in their work. But for some reason, where things always fall apart is final fit and finish. And anytime you see that in any industry where a product has a great idea, great construction, great manufacturing, great distribution, but just the final fit and finish just isn't quite there, that is the sign of rushed management. That is, hey, I need 2 more weeks to finish this bit of code so that the codecs works right. And somebody going, nah, send it out anyways. No one will notice. Okay, cool. The dog bugs out when it hits a certain level in many cases. Send it out anyways. No one will notice. I mean, there are players hitting that level within 4 or 5 hours. So you're telling me there wasn't 4 or 5 hours of play testing? They have access to an entire group. If you're not aware of this, Expansive Worlds on their Discord, there's a role dedicated to content creators. And part of the whole content creator early access thing to things like the dog DLC, the ideology behind it is it's play testing. But it always amazes me when you see people playtesting these on their channels and how many of those bugs are persistent with the final release. What is the point of doing the playtesting? What is the point of doing all that if you're not going to address these things? Yes, it means you have to push back your deadline, but I don't know about anyone else. I would have rather waited an extra 3 weeks for the dog DLC than wait 3 weeks for you to fix the dog DLC, because the biggest problem is it's not the dog DLC that's the issue necessarily. Like, if you didn't buy the DLC, you were still affected because the update gets pushed to everyone. Where is this bear? I feel like I'm getting trolled by a grizzly right now. Or maybe he hears me and realizes I'm a bit frustrated and have a rifle. I probably wouldn't approach me either. But when I started playing this game, I saw the pride in the game, the immersion level. I really do love this game, and especially in 2017 when I saw what they were doing with it and where they were going with it, I was really excited to see what the future of this game held. And personally, I feel that for about the last year and a half, or at least since the Quattro Colinas update, it's just been a steady downhill of rush and get things out and make that couple bucks over let's provide a high quality game. And I know a lot of people believe that Ultimate Hunting will not provide competition for Call of the Wild, but there is always that possibility. And that's kind of the biggest issue. Call of the Wild's biggest competitor right now? Classic, which is also from EW. Well, currently, not originally. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot of, they can basically sort of have this mentality of, well, if they don't like it, they can't go anywhere else because we got the only show in town, which isn't good. So, whereas Ultimate Hunting may or may not be competition, I hope it is. I hope it offers up an opportunity to either match Call of the Wild for feature sets and graphics quality and kind of show what can be done with this style of game on a very well-supported engine. Whether it offers an alternative to Call of the Wild so people can say, hey, you know what, I'm tired of this, I'm going somewhere else, or if it just gets Expansive Worlds put a little more effort into managing the team and making sure the final release is what people are expecting. Because I would like to point out that the backpack bug, the effective, I don't know about the effective range bug, but I know for a fact that backpack bug has been since the content creator weekend and was reported prior to its release. So that was one of the initially reported bugs, and so from that point, we're a month later, nothing. The game is playable, at least for me. I have heard reports that the game wouldn't launch for some people, but it was never in an unplayable state. It just gets frustrating. Oh, hi. I see you running right there. What are you? A 1,215 pound peak 5 medium? Nailed it. I mean, you can hunt. Come on, Wilfred. Is that you making noise? God, every time you walk up on me now, I still think it's a grizzly bear. Anyways, for those who were worried about the stats, at least that part is fixed now. I mean, maybe this guy's a gold. I doubt he's a gold at a 5 medium. 1,215 pounds. How big do grizzlies get again? It's like 1,400? I have to look. 5980. Almost a gold. Lord, oh, and he was bottom of that weight class. That's probably why. Consecutive harvest bonus, 40%. I've shot 3 bear and I've picked them all up. Sure, that makes sense. Anyways, back to the point. So, stats are working. Was that a call? Or was that you breathing? Let's go back over to our bush. Oh, wait. Got a bear. Oh, there's a 6 hard. That is surely to be... Oh my god, what was that? I didn't move my mouse right there. I don't know why I had to stare at the ground for a second. Oh man, I need to... You do that. I gotta chill out for a second. That was an 8 mythical. There he is. It says 94 yards away. Is that really 94 yards away? If I had to guess off hunting pressure, I'd say I got him. Oh. No, this guy's stuck on an island. He has to come back. We might wait for him. So anyways, so those of you who are sitting there worried about your stats, that's fixed. That's working again. Stats are ruined for anyone who continued to hunt while waiting for the patch. Kind of feel bad for Flinter, you know, he's going to do his video on his 800th diamond, but he's going to have to explain to everyone why it actually says 856. Yes, stats aren't everything. I know there was another YouTuber, I believe it was DD33, who pointed out that, you know, the stats really don't matter. And he went in and made a valid argument for his style of gameplay and what he enjoys, and that's fine. But not everyone plays like that, not everyone agrees with that, let's face it. In the day and age of PUBG, Fortnite, Warzone, stats are everything. Personally, I don't necessarily feel that way. I'm a little upset that it says 22 over 15, only because I pride myself in the diamonds I do have, but it's not that big of a deal. But again, it's not the stat itself that's the issue. The fact that it was a problem in the first place is the issue. That bear's like, I don't know. Last time I heard that particular sound, a boom followed and Fred dropped in the water. Wilfred, do you have to make so much noise? I'm listening for bear. That bear's not moving. That might be a dead bear. Wait, so did the live one not run that way? That's definitely a dead bear. Yeah, it's not moving. What? Congratulations! You got a level up for lying next to me. What are you? Are you 19? Wow. I know one of the things going around that kind of annoys me as a player, not so much as a player, as a content creator, is they did a little thing on their Discord where they announced that they were going to do a focus group. Members could apply, would be handpicked, and then possibly even compensated for their time. And the frustrating thing to me is you already do your annual survey. You have community managers, your own Discord server, you have probably, I don't know, I feel like a lot of content creators where they're kind of dedicated to the output of Expansive Worlds that have created their own communities. I would actually fathom a guess that the content creators that are a part of EW's content creator role, that their viewer base, if combined, actually surpasses the game's fan base by a decent margin. And that really all they have to do is kind of look around and ask, hey, what do you think of this? And they'd probably get all the answers they need. I do love the game, and I wish to continue playing it, and I hope the best. I worry that with the progression of how these releases have been coming out, that one of these times we're going to get a DLC that will brick the game or make a major screw up. And I really hope that with other competitors coming into the market, whether or not they actually become a competitor or if they kind of have a different target demographic for their playership, that they'll that EW will just take their time and just slow down, take a deep breath, fix your game. Just fix your game. That's it. Don't give me a new map. Don't give me a new gun. Don't give me a new animal. Don't give me another true rack. Don't give me the next breed of dog. I don't want any of that. Fix your game, then build on that. That's what I want. Am I hearing a tent or a bear? Still don't see that other bear coming back. You are like melded into the dirt. That's chill. All right, I'm gonna make the assumption that bear. God, you imagine if you could actually bend around like this in a layout blind? Your spine would hurt. All right, let's go see what you got. maybe keep an eye out in case that other bear's over here. Oh no, it was a good shot. This was the 8 mythical, right? You know, if I'm reading these tracks right. Oh my god, I heard the footsteps again and it was Wilfred. That other bear is on this island somewhere? What happened? Where's the other bear? Oh, it despawned or something. Yeah, its tracks just vanish. Okay, cool. And this is why I normally don't bother playing with tracks on anyways. Apparently half the time they don't work. Unless, oh no, it just did the whole, I'm gonna skip a bunch. There's still a bear down here. All right, hold on, 8 mythical. There's a bear over here. Oh, can he get across right here? Dang, it actually looks like he can. And did. I forgot about that. For some reason, I thought he would have been stuck on this peninsula. Or whatever you call this island. I don't know. Landmass? Clump of dirt? Oh, and then it shows that he kind of did some stuff over here. Dang, well, that bear's gone. Well, that's okay. At least I got my 8 mythical. Not much caribou over there. I swear I just heard footsteps. 2 seconds back in the Call of the Wild. Already paranoid again. Alright, Wilfred, I need you to... Alright, let's see what we got here. That is a 6620, so wow. Actually, he was 0.7 from diamond. Huh. Plus, apparently I tracked him for 400 yards. Okay. 745 to 746. That works. Cool, 1500 cash. Who told you to lay down? Come here. So, alright, sum up. It seems like I'm heated. I'm frustrated because I like this game. I really like this game. I really want to see it prosper, but I see poor business decisions being made and basically being put off that because other companies make these poor business decisions, that means it's acceptable for them and we should just deal with it. And that doesn't work. I hope they figure it out, and I hope they don't bring us another update until they just kind of go through and fix things up. I swear that bush looked like a bear. Yeah, don't bring us another update. No more stuff until you get all the bugs worked out. Get all the bugs worked out, then bring us an Alberta map with some Alberta whitetail. Yeah, that'll be fun. If you don't know, Alberta whitetail are huge. You think you get some big whitetail in Layton? But hopefully this rant video was too much of a rant. I don't care if you liked it or not. There's buttons to hit, so I just felt like I needed to get that out there. Oh, and, since I won't be able to probably test multiplayer until stream day, if you want to see how that works, see us Saturday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. U.S. Central Time, right here on the YouTube channel. We're going to live stream and hopefully get some people together and go hunting. Finally. Yay. Hopefully not find any other issues that were not addressed in the, for me, 14 gigabyte download. Wonderful. All right. Till next time.